Alright, so this was going to be like a very well-structured video I was going to make about this topic, but I decided not to have it well-structured and just kind of rant about why this is a bad system to put in your game. I understand RNG is not terrible to have in games, but like when it's a skill-based game, you're not supposed to have too much RNG in your game. That's why when I was skeptical about the dragons coming out, because that's RNG based, but it's not that big of a deal because you can win without even getting a single dragon. To be honest, because Baron outweighs even the Elder Dragon, so it's not bad. Even though Elder Dragon obviously is an RNG base, he spawns after 30 minutes, but still, like you could get Red Dragon or Fire Dragon and all the other dragons, and that I personally didn't like the change of that. I felt like that system that they had before that, where you got up to like 4 dragons or 5 dragons, and then you get the Elder Dragon buff or the buff in general or whatever. I felt like that was better anyway. I don't personally like the Elder Dragons, but we're talking about plants and why I think this is a stupid idea. I personally think it's retarded. So they're telling I don't want to read all this stuff, but I kind of get the gist of it. I watched most of people's videos. I know I didn't play this yet. That's why people were like, "Oh, you haven't played it yet. You don't know what it's all about." I know. I get the general idea. The main one that I'm freaking out about is the blast cones. That is horseshit. Why should you have this in your game? It's an ability put into an RNG based thing that spawns in your game. That makes no sense to me. Like, I just don't get it. Like, why would you put an ability, literally somebody's ability, on a plant? Think of a Tristana jump and her Tristana's ultimate. That's what you're putting here. Like in the game, she jumps away and kicks them back with, like, if you see the video, I'll put the video up right now. It's practically her Tristana ulting that person while jumping away at the same time. Imagine you using this plant and then using a Tristana jump or a Lucian slide or an Ezreal. It's literally stupid. That's 3 flashes away. 3 of them, maybe even 4. That's stupid. Like, saying if they have a mobile champion, there shouldn't be a mobile thing on the map if you already have mobility. So that makes no sense to me, you know, because imagine using this plant, right, using an ability and then using flash. That's 3 things. That just makes no sense. That's the main thing I'm very scared about is these plants right here, these red ones. And they spawn, this is the most spawning in the game. The other ones are these ones. These are healths. That's not really, it's like in a different area, yes, it's in the river, but it's not like everywhere. You see all these places, and these are the most spots that are going to have team fights sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes it's in lanes and shit, but I'm just saying, I'm really scared about these plants. I know, oh, it can change a team fight, but it shouldn't change a team fight if it's RNG based. No, like, I know I'm getting really pissed about this, but I fucking love League of Legends. Like, League of Legends is my favorite game of all time. Like, just like multiplayer based. And if this shit happens, like, it's already on PvE right now. It's almost guaranteed to fucking come to live. When it comes to live, I'm gonna be so pissed. It'll probably be gone within a year. I'm pretty sure they'll get rid of this within a year, if anything. Or they'll change it to make it even worse, and then this game would just fucking die. But I don't want the game to die, personally. I love League of Legends, but I think this is the worst thing that they've ever thought of, ever. I personally haven't played it, but just from looking, like, I understand gameplay. I watched videos I watched all of the latest videos on the new champions, and I can guarantee I can understand and play that champion without even touching them, just by starting it. Like I've played Ivern when he came, or watched videos and then played him, and I was like, oh, this champion's fucking easy. I personally don't like his playstyle, but I understand how he works. So I like understand what these plants do. I know what they do. Like I understand they're RNG based. These L's, I don't know what they mean. They might be alright. So late game spawning only. Alright, makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, alright. So these are late games, and then these are what's the S's? Even if you're putting delays on these, it's still RNG based, and it's just bad for the game. You think crit? I think, alright, so some people were like, oh, crit is fucking broken because it's RNG based. It is kind of broken, but I mean, if it's like, because like, say you're the person that has the 1% crit on your runes, and then you crit. That's bullshit if you got a crit. You know what I mean? Because that's RNG based. But like, even having this shit, this is broken. And that's, look at what is this? One here and one here and one here. That's just plain stupid. And it's like, okay, I guess it's like that, but it shouldn't be like that. It should actually be like farther if you really wanted to care about these plant things. Like, I think one should be there and then maybe one down here. That's ridiculous. I don't know, man. I just personally don't like this at all. I didn't read any of this, but I understand it. I don't know what the S's stand for. That might be spawn shortly after the game starts. All right, but what is the ones that just are dots? Those are like as soon as the game starts. I'm guessing. I'm purely speculating because I didn't read any of this. I personally just do not like this system that they have in place. And then the thing about all of this, they're getting rid of every single buff on camps, and that's straight up stupid as well. You're getting rid of things that were balanced for a long time. Like Grump was very broken when it came out. It was one of the brokenest things, but you finally figured out a way to balance it down. Even if you got rid of Grump buff, it wouldn't be that bad, because that was the main shittiest one of all, I would say. But like the Wolf's one, that one was great. You can just smite the Wolf camp, and then it works. It's like, I don't know, man. I just don't personally like this. But I don't know. Yeah, just leave your thoughts in the comments. I personally don't know. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like it, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys. Remember to say words such, most just words. Bye.